Your life is like a stock chart. When your life takes a dip, it ain't time to trip. It ain't time to sell the stock. You a blue chip stock. It takes dips. Coca-Cola takes dips. Facebook takes dips. You don't sell the stock because it took a dip. So all these people on the internet talking about me, what he ain't no more and he lost this and that, that's just a little dip. You have no idea where God takes you on the next uptick. You just got to hang in there. When the news hit the fan, all them haters gonna go somewhere and be quiet. This little stock is about to go pew. You are a blue chip stock. If you think of yourself as a blue chip stock, how can they downgrade you? You can't downgrade me. They can never take my gift. All you got to do is live in the life of expectation, and God will give you what you expect. If you expect nothing good to happen, nothing good is going to happen. But the God I serve, he delivers if you believe. I just happen to believe. So what does it matter to me what they do?
What's blocking your growth? Are you under the shade of what someone spoke over you, told you what you couldn't do? Now that shade is limiting your life? Are you under the shade of intimidation, thinking of all the things that could go wrong? Do you have friends that are blocking your growth? Do things that are holding you back? What could you become if you got out from under that shade? The good news is the potential is still in you. Remove what's blocking your growth and you'll begin to blossom. You'll go to new levels. You may have made mistakes. We all have. But don't let guilt stunt your growth. Quit thinking about all the things you've done wrong, thinking you've seen your best days. There's always some reason to be down on ourselves. You have to put your foot down and say, no thanks, I'm not living under that shade. My past is over. My present is secure. My future is bright. Get your passion back. Start believing again. Start hoping again. Start dreaming again. Is something blocking your growth? Guilt, fear, doubt? You have to come out from under that shade. New doors are going to open. Talent will come out that you didn't know you had. One thing that can easily stunt our growth is the people that we're spending time with. The people you're eating lunch with at the office. The neighbor you're hanging out with. Are they making your life better? Inspiring you to reach your dreams? Or are they causing you to compromise? Take the easy way out? You're going to become like the people you continually associate with. If you want to know what you're going to be like in 5 years, look at your friends. If they gossip, unfaithful in relationships, hard to get along with, do yourself a favor, find some new friends. If your friends are critical, that critical spirit will end up on you. You may not realize it, but they're blocking your growth. They're limiting your potential. It's not their fault. You have to make a change. What if they get upset? What if you miss your destiny? How high could you rise if you weren't being shaded by compromise? I know you love your friends, but your destiny is too great. You need people that bring out the best in you. People that inspire you to do better, that challenge you to live a life of excellence and integrity. Pay attention to what you're seeing modeled around you. That's all getting on the inside. Over time, it will start influencing how you act, how you treat people. And some friendships were great for a time, but now you've come up higher. Doesn't mean they're not good people, but you've outgrown that friendship. Little by little, you need to spend less and less time with them. I know a man, very talented, very influential, but he started hanging around this person that wasn't a good influence. Over time, this man started compromising, doing things that were totally out of his character. He ended up losing his marriage, lost a big contract. He told me later, I knew God was telling me to distance myself, but I ignored it. God always gives us a warning. When He asks you to do something, it's for your own good. If you'll get rid of the wrong people, then God will send the right people. And too often, we don't realize who we are. We're letting doubt, negative voices convince us that we're limited. I come from the wrong family. I don't have the talent. Who told you that? That's the enemy trying to keep you under the shade. He'd love for you to believe those lies your whole life. Hiding, insecure, afraid to step out. This can be a destiny moment for you. See, I'm done letting fear and can't do it thoughts dictate my life. You're going to see favor, courage, opportunities like you've never experienced. When you come out of the shade, there will be times the odds are against you. Thoughts will tell you, you should have played it safe. No, stand strong. The Lord your God is with you. God knows how to make up for lost growth. That time you spent hiding, afraid, off course, don't worry, your time is coming. God is going to make it up to you. He doesn't hold it against us that we stayed under the shade. We've all made choices that should have stopped our destiny. But God, in His mercy, won't just let you start growing again. He'll thrust you ahead. You can still accomplish your dream. You can still live an abundant life. Come out of hiding. Start believing you're a mighty hero. Where you are is not your destiny. You can come out of the fear, the doubt, and step in to who you were created to be, a mighty hero, a history maker. And sometimes the reason we're in the shade is that's what we saw modeled growing up. We were raised by people that were negative, dysfunctional. Now that's normal to us, but that's not who you are. That's a result of being in the shade. You're the one God has raised up to step out of the shade. You're the one to set the new standard. Don't let these negative things keep getting passed down. All it takes is for one person to rise up. I read about an experiment that was done with 4 monkeys. They placed them in a room with a tall pole in the center. At the top of the pole was a bunch of bananas. The first monkey climbed up the pole to get the bananas, but just when he was about to take it, a large bucket of cold water was poured on him. Didn't want to have anything to do with those bananas. Another monkey climbed up the pole. Same thing happened. He turned and ran back down. Over time, the other 2 monkeys tried, but once again, they were doused with water, came running down. Even though those monkeys loved bananas, none of them would go up the pole. At one point, the researchers removed one monkey and replaced it with a new one. When it started going up the pole, the other 3 monkeys grabbed hold of it and pulled it down. Finally, this new monkey gave up, didn't try anymore. Eventually, the room was filled with dozens of monkeys. None of them had ever felt the cold water, but not one of them would climb the pole. And sometimes we're like these monkeys. We don't know why we can't accomplish a dream. All we know is nobody in our family ever did it. They let fear, limited thinking block their growth. Now we're in that same shade. Anytime we try to move forward, there are people telling us what we can't do. It's easy to accept it. No, quit letting people talk you out of your dreams. It may not have happened for them, but you're a mighty hero. It's going to happen for you. This is a new day. God's favor is on your life in a new way. He's called you to set the new standard, to take your family to a new level.
And you will determine whether your life is a hit or flop. Overcoming the negative conversation, that inner dialogue that's going on all the time. You've got to stand up inside yourself sometimes and say, shut up! Working on yourself, watching that inner dialogue, it will determine the quality of your life. I don't believe this. I know this.